Welcome to the Lippert Technical Institute. I'm Chet Dellenbeck. Today we're going to be unboxing the Power Stance Jack by Lippert. We're also going to be installing it and talking about care and maintenance of the tongue jack itself. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. We're simply going to open up the box. Pull this out section by section. All right, we get the tongue jack out here. Now this tongue jack does come with a foot pad, so we'll set that there. Nothing else in the box. So when we look at this, this does not look like a normal tongue jack that you would have on your unit. What this is this is designed so that you have an auxiliary power source on here as well. All right, so it's a little different design. This is a great replacement for a manual tongue jack. This also comes with your manual override crank handle and all your mounting hardware, including your snap pins for your foot pad itself. All right, so what we're gonna do is we've got the unit prepped over here. I'm gonna grab a couple of these things and we're gonna go get it installed. Okay, so we went ahead and already removed the tongue jack from this unit. We do have it properly supported. We have the weight on jack stands themselves. So we'll go ahead and we'll install this. First thing, make sure when you drop it into the hole, you position it the way you want it so that the front is facing forward. Then we're gonna take 3 9/16 bolts and we're gonna snug them in first. Now the reason we don't want to tighten these immediately is we may need to shift the position of this jack a little bit to make sure that all 3 of the 9/16 bolts are seated properly. Once they are, simply come back in and you can go ahead at that point and tighten them down. Now to install the foot pad, all we need to do, let me grab this real quick. So we have the snapper pin and the key. Take the foot pad, put it into position, and then we'll slide it in. I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of the way for right now so that you can see what I'm doing. We'll slide this key into here, and now we can take these and clip them right on the provided holder so that they are up and out of the way. This also has a recep here so that you can plug your 7-way directly into the bottom of it for storage. Now with everything installed, one last step. We need to take our red wire and connect this directly to the 12-volt terminal of our battery. This does have a 30-amp inline fuse. The ground wire you don't have to worry about because the ground is provided directly from the frame through those 3 9/16 bolts we installed. So we'll go ahead, we'll get this connected, and we'll come back and we'll talk about proper usage and maintenance. So we've got power and ground connected to this. I went ahead and took my 7-way and plugged it into the storage. It doesn't power anything, it's just there for storage. One thing you'll notice is that the light is on. As soon as I start to run the jack, the light will turn on automatically. So to extend this, I simply press and hold extend, run the jack down. I'm gonna run it down all the way, then I'll remove the jack stands and we'll continue on with this. Now with the tongue jack fully extended and the weight of the unit supported by the tongue jack, let's take a minute and talk about maintenance. Maintenance on this is very simple. Simply keep that inner jack leg clean and free of dirt and debris. Lubricate it with dry silicone lube every now and again. What you're primarily doing is trying to prevent a rust buildup on here. So you want to make sure you keep it clean and lubricated. All right, so now we've extended this, we've talked about maintenance. Let's talk about another key feature this has. Let's say you have your unit in storage and you forget your battery at home. This has the ability, if you pull this little plug aside, there's a 7-way plug that plugs directly in here that allows you to power the tongue jack directly from your 7-way. It is an option for you that we give you. All right, so let's talk about retracting. If you have power, you can simply just go ahead, press and hold the retract button, then the jack will start to retract. You'll need to do this once you're hooked up and you're ready to tow the vehicle away. You want the jack fully retracted at that point. But if for some reason you have a power failure, maybe you don't have this plug, the battery's dead, there is another option for this. It's a manual override. So to start the manual override process, first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to unplug the fuse from the power. All right, so I'll come over here. I've unplugged the fuse from the power source. I'm going to set that right up here out of the way. We're going to unplug the little rubber plug on top of it. We're going to take the jack handle that does come in it. We simply put it in there. And we're going to turn this counterclockwise to retract. Doesn't take a lot of effort. And same thing goes. If the battery's dead or you don't have a battery in the unit, you can also turn this clockwise to extend the jack as well, if you need to get it unhooked from your tow vehicle. Once you're done with that, simply remove it, take the rubber plug, reinstall it, put the fuse back in the fuse holder, and you're good to go. All right, that concludes how to install care and maintenance of the power stance tongue jack.